The government has just launched a national development plan under the theme Education for Development. It is an ambitious $8 billion development plan. There is about a funding gap of about $1.4 billion, but the whole principle or the major cornerstone of the government's policy is human capacity development, which is basically what's been missing all these years. Like previous administrations or previous governments have spent some time and effort to make roads and, lots and lots of spending on roads and infrastructure. But at the end of the day, that any country's real resource, the most important resource, is the human resource. If your people aren't educated, it doesn't matter what natural gems and whatever you have underneath the earth, they'll never be able to add value to it. Ultimately, my goal is to relocate back to Sierra Leone at some point, and to be part of the country's private sector and create employment for others and teach others and enable others, and also use my skill sets to help build brands, which is what I do. I'm a marketing consultant. We help local manufacturing companies tell their stories better and reach their customers and make a better value proposition. Yeah, Sierra Leone is happening. I think it's the next frontier, if you ask me. But key to actually making that a fact is to make sure that our people are ready to be global citizens. Our people have the skills and tools they need to take on the opportunities that the world is going to bring to them. And key to that is that, for me, I think it's access to technology, it's access to education, and just skills that enable them to develop and build their own businesses and their own solutions. Right. We still have about a 70% youth unemployment rate, which is really, really high. Internet penetration is about 10-11%, and the cost of connectivity is still very high. There is a huge rural-urban divide in terms of access. Naturally, people in urban centers have better access than those who are on the last mile or on the edge. And yeah, most young people are not as tech savvy as you would find here in Ghana or in Nigeria, Senegal, Kenya. They don't code, they're not developing apps yet. If they are, maybe one or two, but they're definitely not yet using technology to build and create solutions in the way that other young people are. So what I've been doing and what I'm going to continue to do throughout the rest of the year is to do digital training and digital skills development for young people for free in Sierra Leone. I did a master class for blogging and tech skills and digital comms when I was there last month, and I was able to train 45 people. Of those people, we've kind of developed a small community of bloggers and online storytellers, and I'm also paying them for their stories. So it's a very global world, and there are lots of opportunities, but young people in Sierra Leone and in other places that don't have as much access, are not as connected, to the global online village, and don't have as many digital and technological skills, will get left behind. So what I want to do is Sierra Leone's internet penetration is going to grow, right? Right now a couple years ago we were at 3%. Right now we're at 11%. I believe that in the next 5 years we'll be at 20-25%, right? These people that I'm training now, I think that they're going to be the early adapters, right? Once we do hit that 20% tipping points for being digital skills, these people will be like the first set of people probably who go on to code and develop solutions and applications that will solve some of Sierra Leone's problems. I think that what's really important right now is for all of us on the continent to believe that greatness is possible here, that everything you think you're going to go overseas, that we have our brothers and sisters enslaved in Libya, swimming and killing themselves to go to Europe because they really feel like the continent is hopeless. My message is that it is not hopeless. It is possible here. That money you're going to save to buy airfare, to go suffer or swim or whatever or not, and put yourself in some kind of uncertainty, invest it in a small business. Start something where you are, and it doesn't have to be big. So my message is that we have to believe that greatness is possible for us here, and we also have to know that we are the ones that we've been waiting for, in the sense that nobody from anywhere No planet anywhere is going to come and develop your country for you or your continent. If all of us leave, we'll have nothing to come back to. So ultimately, I think it's just about having faith and confidence in ourselves, and also willing to put in the work, because it does require a lot of sacrifice and it does require a lot of tenacity. But it's possible. Africa is the future.